how to pick the perfect brokerage. Hey, my name is Chance Brown, the broker owner of CB&A Realtors, and let me start the how to pick the perfect brokerage conversation by telling you there's no such thing as the perfect brokerage. So you have to find the brokerage that checks the boxes for more of the things that are important to you and your business and where you want your business to go than what you might perceive of a brand, what you might perceive of a position in the market or anything else. Because at the end of the day, if it's not supporting your long-term goals, it doesn't matter. But it's never, ever going to be perfect. There are going to be times when something, sticks in your craw. There are going to be times when something doesn't seem right. But if it's helping you get where you want to go, you're at the right place. So let's talk about what that might look like if you're out there searching for a brokerage. Number one on my list is always support. Because if you're a new licensee, you need it all the time. If you're an experienced licensee, you might not need it a lot, but when you need it, you need it. It blows my mind all the time when we interview somebody and they tell us that they call their broker and they don't get an answer for days. Like if I'm not getting an answer back to somebody in an hour or two, it freaks me out. Like I'm recording videos and wondering what the hell is happening on my phone right now. So that one for me is always paramount. Before we take out a new technology, before we take out a new system, process, tool, training, anything that we're going to do inside of our brokerage, we always ask ourselves, what does support look like for this? Are we going to be able to actually deliver not just the product, but also the how to use it and what to do with it that is necessary? Number two is growth. And this doesn't necessarily mean brokerage growth, but how is it going to foster your growth? Whether that's an intellectual growth, whether that's a financial growth, a team growth, a business niche, or whatever that might look like for you that you're trying to grow. Is your brokerage able to help you with that? Is it able to provide the tools and technology for that? Is it able to provide the support and coaching, mentoring, anything like that that you might need? Number three is culture, because you may think, hey, I'm a realtor, I'm out here on my own, it's a solo sport, and you're not wrong, but man, it sure is nice to have people you can reach out to when you need help. It sure is nice to have an office to go to and actually be able to talk to people and tell them what's going on in your business. It's nice to have people who will share experiences. It's nice sometimes just to be out of your house and out of your office and with other people. So I think culture, it ensconces all the things that we're talking about when it comes to training and tech and tools and support and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I also think it really comes down to just the people, and people are important. This is a relationship business, and that relationship just isn't with your clients. It's with your fellow agents. Cost. I was talking to a top producing agent that doesn't even work for my brokerage this morning, and we were talking about costs. And whether it's a brokerage, whether it's your business, you need to know your cost of goods sold. You need to know what your fixed costs are. You need to know what your variable costs are and understand that fixed costs can kill your business so very quickly. When you look at total cost of a brokerage, that's all your splits or fees, it's any tack-on fees, it's E&O, it's file fees, it's this, that, whatever, because you're gonna have your MLS wherever you go. You're gonna have your state association, local association, whatever, wherever you go. So when we really look at fees in a brokerage, it's what does it cost me to do business here based on my volume? If it's eating up a big chunk of your revenue, is it worth it? And it might be. It might be for what you get for that. But the question is, are you getting the value for that cost? And you have to answer that question yourself. Technology. Every brokerage is going to have some. The question you have to ask yourself when it comes to technology is, do I care? Am I going to use it? Because if I give you all the technology in the world as a broker and you don't use any of it, what the hell difference does it make? None at all. So does the technology match up with those goals you have? And is it going to enhance your service, enhance your experience with your clients? Along those lines is marketing. Marketing is super important. In fact, if you read most of the surveys out there that the big consulting firms do, they ask agents what's the most important thing to them in their brokerage, and they say marketing. The problem is they don't know what the hell that looks like. Like, what is marketing? And when they provide piles and piles of marketing, once again, they rarely get used because they're just out there doing stuff on Canva. They're doing stuff on their own. And so I can provide all the marketing in the world, but if it's not something that's going to feed your business, what does it matter? So talk about marketing in a way that matters to what you're trying to establish. You can go to Fiverr and get a logo made. You don't need a brokerage to do that for you. You can hire a VA to do video editing or whatever else that you want. You don't need the brokerage to do that for you unless you do, and it's worth it from a value standpoint. It's totally up to you. Do you have a particular niche or focus that you're trying to do? That matters, because if you're trying to grow into a certain area and your brokerage doesn't do that, it may not be the right place. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is designed to help you build your business. You need to be in the place that's going to get you there. And then last but not least, and certainly not least, is training. But I left it to the end because I think that training can be broken down into a lot of different pieces, whether that's new licensee training and mentoring, whether that's mid-level coaching, whether that's helping really enterprise business build, whether that's topical, whether it's certifications, designations, continue. There's a ton of training stuff, right? Our philosophy here is I don't like to fill a training calendar just so you can have free donuts. If I'm going to ask you to take time out of your business, I want it to be worth your while, and we build our training calendar according to that. And so we're really protective of our agents' time, because if you're sitting in a classroom all the time, you're not out selling. And so I think it's important that when you look at what are the training opportunities, where does the professional development come into play, that you at least understand the strategy behind professional development at the brokerage that you're choosing, because it at some point will impact the trajectory of your career. So those are my 8 things: support, growth, culture, cost, tech, marketing, whether it fits your focus, and training. Whew. There we go. That's how you pick the perfect brokerage, or the best brokerage that's out there for you. Hopefully that was helpful for you. If it was, give us a like and a follow, share it with your buddies, and we will see you around next time.